Why so cheerful one moment and so gloomy the next? It may be quiet now, but in just a few months' time there will be a whole new batch of earnest faces studying here again. Well, you didn't come here just to walk with me, did you? It must be quite important.
I was going to do even more than that, sir. There were some caged birds in the marketplace, and I really wanted to free one to make merit, except I didn't have enough money. But the birds looked so forlorn, all caged up like that. They craned their necks to look at the sky between the bar of their cages.
You didn't really care about making merit, did you, child? You just wanted to see those sparrows fly away free.
I. I guess so. After all, birds were meant to fly far and wide. They were meant to be free.
All you youngsters are alike, talking to fly away and being free. And where do you want to fly off to?
The city school.
Where?
The city school, sir. I never thought of flying before, sir. But you see, I have this chance to go away to study now. Only my brother wants to go too. But it was really me who, you see, I at school, I.
Yes, I think I do see. You must be Darren, the girl who won the scholarship, and your brother Kwai, rather unfortunately, came second. You two must be excellent students.
How?
You forget that your teacher and I are good friends. He told me about you two yesterday. If your cage door is already open, child, you're free to fly to the faraway city school. So what's troubling you? Is something keeping you back?
My brother, sir. He's blocking my way.
But what do you want me to do?
You could talk to my father, sir. He'll do what you tell him to. He respects you a lot, really, he does. He'll listen to what you say, sir.
And what am I supposed to say?
Why, just say what's true, sir. Tell him I won first place, and it's my right to go.
You're right, but you're... But why do you want to go anyway?
Why? Because I want to learn. I want to know everything. In the city school, I can learn everything.
Everything you need to know is right here.
In this tiny village?
In this tiny temple, what can be more important than learning the Holy One's noble truths? Learning to accept the transience of life, to work towards achieving enlightenment, to...
I don't mean that kind of learning. I mean learning things that would be of use to people. That
Is the Holy One's teaching of no use to anybody?
I didn't mean that, sir. I just meant that I wanted to know how to cure sick people, or to help set up a new order. Where farmers would own their own land, we have to pay much rent now, sir. Or
Have a good heart, child. But the Holy One saw the sufferings of the people too. You know, we call him the Compassionate One, remember? He saw old age and sickness and death, and he was disturbed by what he saw, just as you probably are now. But he realized only after a long search that no one can stop suffering. One has to go beyond it.
how do you go beyond suffering?
You learn to stop wanting things, child. First, you realize that nothing we touch, or see, or hear, or smell, or feel will last forever. Things we perceive will only last away after a while. Flowers fade, parents die, the sun sets. Can you understand that? Well then, once you realize that things of this world don't last, then you also see that they are not really important. So you learn to stop wanting ordinary things and are able to concentrate on the higher truth.
Wait, if ordinary things aren't important, what is then?
I was getting to that. You know what heaven is, don't you?
It's when you reach enlightenment, like the Holy One, and don't be reborn again.
When a man reaches nirvana, he is freed from the wheel of life, of being born, of suffering, of dying, and of being born all over again. In nirvana, there is no suffering, no pain, no rebirth, only nothing.
No happiness or joy either?
That's the point, child. What's the sense of being happy? In the end, you only lose the thing that makes you happy anyway. Nothing lasts forever, you know.
Nobody was talking about it lasting forever, sir. But what's wrong with just trying to make it last a little longer?
A little longer? What for, child? What's the sense of going through life always dreading the end of some fragile happiness?
But when I'm happy, I don't want it to end.
Of course you don't, child. I didn't either, but that was a long time ago. Now I know that everything must end and I accept it. I don't clutch on to things anymore. Life is calmer and less painful this way. Believe me. But you don't believe me, do you?
If I'm happy, I want to hold on to it as long as I can. That's all. It's only natural.
But if you know it will have to end sooner or later, why bother to hold on? Why try to clutch onto a passing shadow, child?
That's easy for you to ask. You live inside peaceful monastery and have your food and clothes provided for you. And nobody dares bully you. You don't have to live with the pain that we do in the world outside the temple.
Be careful what you say, child. You are still young and do not fully understand the wisdom of those who have lived 5 times longer than you.
I don't have to be wise to know that someone who's suffering, just accept it. People learn to struggle, to go against the pain in life.
But what for? In the long run, what for? Child, you understand that we all die in the end. Whether it is at 7 or 70, people live their whole life pretending they won't die, taking everything as seriously as if they will live forever. Don't you realize that even if you help a little now, or manage to change things to a small extent, none of this will last?
It doesn't have to last. As long as there's some improvement in things, even if it's only for a while, it's still worthwhile effort.
So many have tried to improve things, child, but
But I still want to try. Even if you've tried and failed, even if thousands and thousands before you have tried and failed, I want my chance to try too.
you'll just be wasting your time and spirit.
Does that mean you won't help me, sir?
Help you? You mean talk your father into letting you go to the city school? How can I help you do something that I don't believe in? You're still young, child, but I don't think you should waste any more time dreaming such dreams. What can a mere schoolgirl hope to achieve anyway? Be satisfied with what?
A mere schoolgirl? So, it's come to that again, has it? You're just like the others after all. You won't help me because you think I'm a girl and unable to.
Child, be still.
It is the reason it is. If my brother came and asked you to help him accept the scholarship, you would do it for him, wouldn't you?
He wouldn't need to. If he had gotten first place in the examination, there would have been no problem to begin.
Created using Powtoon.